Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a little bit of a deep dive into some shadow application, and also a little bit of a quick review of a brand new bronzer on the scene, which is the Fenty Beauty one. And as far as shadow to match, we're going to do the Natasha Denona Gold palette, which honestly, I love. I feel like I literally could use these colors every single day and have absolutely no regrets. Beyond that, let's go ahead and get this guy cracked open. So, I saw these on the shelf, and I didn't think I needed anything, but you know, just washed it on my hand, and yeah, it's like all the whole catalog of Rihanna songs just started playing in my head. So, I ended up going with the shade Caramel Cutie, and yeah, all about the bronze packaging. But can we get into this shade though? By the way, like, is corduroy back? Is that a thing? I want to start a little bit more natural with this guy since I don't know what I'm really diving into. So I'm gonna use a dual fiber brush, which typically I'm pretty pleased with. But the thing I love about these is how they apply product in a way that is super diffused already. Now as far as like the makeup I already had on, I am wearing Fenty foundation and concealer in the shade 345. And I do have Super Brown by Blondie. I figured since I was repeating products from the last video, you guys probably wouldn't be interested in seeing me repeat steps. So, as far as like the overall coverage and texture, I like it. But let's see what this thing can really do. Let's really dig in here. Because tone wise, it's, oh, I love it. It's like the perfect like camel brown. Not red, not orange, a true golden brown. Which is exactly what I need with this hair color. Oh, I cannot wait to use the shadow in the crease. It's gonna be lit. Is lit still a thing? I personally, I still like the word tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bronzer is tight, but I mean, to each its own. I think it just depends on when you actually came up in the scene. Now, as far as bronzer application, I am like completely happy. It's completely buildable, but the shade of it in itself is a nice and tan. And then I'm thinking for the shadow portion, we should zoom in a little. I want to just make sure that I don't get any fallout underneath my under eyes. And since I already set with my favorite Huda powder, and I'm gonna do a little bit of shadow with a little bit more of like a golden shimmer, I'm thinking, I'm just gonna dust a little bit of translucent powder under the eye, so that way I don't waste my good work. And I also get a little added brightness, which is never a bad thing. I know this looks crazy, y'all, but trust me, it's gonna look amazing by the end. So since we're gonna zoom up, let me go ahead and throw on my lip, and then we're gonna throw on the eyes. Gonna do Got a Light from Smashbox, which is a nude brown color. I really like it. It's like pretty good formula too. I find that they don't crack. I can also do lip art if I want to mix shades. I should stop talking. It's just such a good nude. Like, what else? What more do you want from me? Sorry, Tyrese. Woo! I don't know why that's the first thing that always comes to mind whenever I come across something that performs really well. Alright, so now that we're zoomed up, The first thing I really want to do is actually take two eyeliners. One's going to be brown and one's going to be black. Now with the black one, I'm going to go with a Makeup Forever liner. And it's really about tight lining. So what you want to do is actually color that waterline underneath your top waterline. Or you could just point it and look up and away. And that's like the best way, because you can literally trace it. But the benefit of doing that essentially is that you get really, really defined lashes. And I feel like who doesn't want that, you know? Who doesn't want that? So now we're going to switch into some brown eyeliner, and I'm actually going to take it on the waterline.
That's good.
And same thing, just gonna trace that waterline. And now we have nice and defined eyes with brown on the bottom, black on the top. And I like to do that because it gives a nice subtle contrast, especially if you have brown eyes like me. And you know, I think we've all felt like, as far as eye color, the grass is a little greener on the other side. So why not level out the playing field? Level out. I'm just like, oh man. So dip it into this Fenty bronzer using a MAC brush. It is I want to say it's a 235. It's been like forever since I bought a MAC brush, and that's probably because the quality's so nice that they actually last. Now I'm expecting this to be completely buildable on the eye, so I'm really gonna just actually dig in. Especially since I'm more so getting ideas for products for you guys. I'm not so much concerned with like keeping the product pretty as much as I am getting the information out there. And yeah. So far so good though. I think this is really pretty. It's got a smoky effect to it. It's also like not too dark. So we're gonna go ahead and work that out. Now before I applied this, I did prime my lids with concealer and some translucent powder. Typically that's the way I really like to set the stage for everything. I find that especially if you're going to be under humidity, heat, or in front of any type of hot lights, it just really keeps the oil off of your eyelid, which I just think is amazing. Now I'm going to go on a little closer so you guys can just watch me build this a little bit. Now it's really important that you follow your natural curvature to the bone, otherwise you're not going to end up with a super flattering shape. So you want to make sure it mirrors the shape of the brow. And it just goes right into place. Now you do have the option to also do like a winged liner if you choose to. Not really my jam. Just for my eye shape. I don't think it's like super nice, but to each its own. I think it looks bomb when you have like the bone structure for it. Now, I'm gonna do that last little bit. Now as far as my crease is concerned, I'm like super pleased. I think it's nice and deep at this point, and nice and easy to blend, so points to you, Riri. I should probably dip into her. Now I'm probably gonna do Dijon, because that's just like my everyday. And I'm gonna use that as a transition color, so that way it'll just fall right in there. The brown shade over here. And work Now I'm holding the mirror down lower, and I like to do that when I have to do a more sultry look because it's really going to give you that nice blend where it just looks like a nice fiery ember that just starts smoky and gets lighter and lighter as you actually move on. I'm going to take a little bit of that dark brown in there. Boop. And I'm going to have us look up and away. Let's go for the gusto. Let's get matchy matchy on them. So we'll do that guy. Like really coat my brush. I'm going to take a little bit of a facial toner spray. We're just gonna mist that out. Now the reason I like to use a mist over any of my shimmers is because I hate fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and feather that out on the other side. And I'm gonna use the viewfinder so that way you guys can actually see the detail. But it's a pretty easy eye look overall, you know? Softly blend it toward the tear duct, but you don't want to put it too much on the inside, more of that coppery undertone to it. Gonna pick that up. I like it a little bit more smoky, so I think what I'm gonna do is take that brown eyeliner and we're just gonna connect it. Now, I do have sensitive eyes, so they water. What we gonna do, take a brush and actually dust off the excess powder now. Now, as far as closing this all out, I feel like the last thing that's needed obviously is going to be mascara, and today we're going to do the Urban Decay Perversion lash. Since we already defined the eyes pretty dramatically with two types of liner and we used a shimmer, this is going to be really nice because it's really going to go ahead and define the lashes without them being too, you know, too much. It's definitely one of those mascaras that goes 0 to 100 real quick. So it's definitely great for a night out. I'd say just tread a little lightly if you're planning on wearing it super early, going for like that fresh look, because it's a little bit more of a, like, I guess the class is like more of a sexy mascara as far as like how much pigment it has to it. Which is really nice because not only is this look, you know, pretty easy to do, it looks like we spent a little bit more time than we actually did. So, with that being said, I feel like the final verdict on this Fenty bronzer is I love it, obviously. And you guys let me know what you think about it. And yeah, leave comments below, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.